In this video, I'm going to show you the hands of a woman who got married when she was very young, got divorced when she was young, and now in her mid-40s is going to remarry her same husband. It's one of the most complex hands I've ever read. Coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to Chariot Palmistry. My name is Sulabh Jain, and in this video, we're having a look at a very special hand. A woman who's in a circumstance which is very rare. It's someone who's remarrying her old husband. And what we're going to do is look at this hand and see if we can extract some important life lessons out of this, because I think we could all learn from this person's experience. So first, let me pull up her hand over here. And I suppose the first thing I should say here is she's got one of the most unusual heart lines I've ever read. Now, the heart line is normally a line that comes up like this, but in her case, you see, it starts, it breaks into two, and then it starts up again. I've never seen this on anyone's hand in all the years that I've been doing palmistry. So that's like the first observation, but I suppose even before that, I want you to have a look at just the sheer number of lines on this person's hand. When you get so many lines like this, that's a sign of someone who's hypersensitive and also someone who's generally a very anxious person. However, her anxiety and her sensitivity seems to come from a very strong spirituality. Here we can see a very strong ring of Jupiter under her index finger. So what happened in this woman's case was she actually got married at the age of 18 and then divorced her husband at the age of 21. And now at the age of 45, she's going to be remarrying him. And now she wants to know if this marriage is going to work out this time. So in order to answer that question, first I scratched my head on this one because it's a very tough hand to read, and I'll show you why. What I noticed here is this woman has two lifelines. She also has two headlines, one that comes this way and then one that comes around like this. In addition to that, there's two career lines, there's two lines of good karma, and there's two lines of bad karma, in addition to those two branches on her heart line. In other words, this is a woman who's literally living two lifetimes at once. Sometimes you'll meet people who are extremely spiritual. They'll have two lifelines because they just want to burn through all their karma in one lifetime. They'll take on twice as much suffering as everyone else and twice as much joy as everyone else too. They just want to extinguish everything. Because of this, they tend to run around in circles, almost burning themselves out very quickly. And that, I suppose, is a big takeaway from this woman's hands. You see, she's obviously a very caring and compassionate person because she's got the lines on her hands that say that. But whether or not she's successful in her second attempt at marrying her first husband, that just depends on if she can actually slow her mind down and release her karma gently instead of going through the express lane and burning herself out with that. In other words, the success of your marriage depends on how you live your life, not so much on the other person or on any other factor. If you're hyper anxious and you're trying to live your life at double the speed of everyone else, you're going to have trouble. If you slow down, you can actually increase your chances at a successful marriage. It's reading hands like this that we get an important life lesson. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to link to the hands of another person I met many years ago. He was a schizophrenic man, and he fell in love with and married one of the voices in his head, or at least he believed he did. And I've got that video over here. Thanks a lot, guys.